What's going on, guys? King Shrats here, back with another video on the channel, and today we took it back to the staple. I did this last week, but I had to do it again. Chopped cheeses are back in full effect with a few of your suggestions and, well, a few of mine. So last time I made these, I kind of made them kind of plain, and people said I should have added peppers, onions in there. So there are peppers, onions in there this time. To be honest, I was gonna make a Philly cheesesteak, and the last minute I'm like, yo, I don't have time to be shaving these ribeyes. So I was like, yo, let's just make a chopped cheese using the same kind of ingredients. So you can see the process I just walked you through. Put down a little bit of oil, a little bit of garlic, and then we added our peppers and onions, let that wilt down, saute down so they got to the level of that I like. Yes, I just used the sound effect. Took those out, added the meat and seasoned it up, a little bit of sazon. I don't really use adobo. I don't know. I have like childhood stuff with adobo, so I don't really use it that much. Salt and pepper, let that get happy. Then I added the cheese, let that melt. Obviously, of course, then you are chopping the cheese. You're adding the cheese into the burger meat, mixing it up. Threw that inside of some buns, which I have some hot pepper, mayo, and ketchup going on. You can't see it on here. I forgot to film that part. And last but not least, I added some of this just really because I had it in my fridge. Not in my fridge, my pantry for on. I still haven't tried it. So we got some Old El Paso. It's the salsa verde, the creamy version, and haven't tried it yet. So I figured I'd try that on top of here. So that's the chopped cheeses. There are 8 in total. I can't wait to get into these. Anyway, if you're digging the content, please hit a like, subscribe, thumbs up, as it does help. Yesterday I posted the Popeyes mukbang where I didn't get the flounder sandwich, but you guys were some real ones. Because of that, the video is actually doing pretty well, and it said that because of you viewers, the real ones, you guys. It is getting put more on the YouTube recommendations page, which I don't know how this stuff works, so that's pretty cool. But I did find these in the Dollar General. They're back. I did try these the first time they were around. These are the Doritos Blazin, Buffalo, and Ranch. Funny enough, I had to get these the first time from Delaware because they were in Kroger's, and there are no Kroger's in my area. So one of my friends was in Delaware, and they were like, yo, you want me to look for these Doritos for you? I'm like, come on, man. Like, let's do this. I'll compensate you. It is what it is. So I got these. I'm gonna try these as well, and there's no excuse for having this. I'm a fat kid, and these are really, really good. So I'm gonna have these too. Let's get these on the plate. Let's get these popping. A little bit of these Doritos. I missed the entire plate, didn't I? Yo, I'm so like, for a person who's relatively athletic, I am mad uncoordinated. Where's my homie, by the way, that's gonna say like when I start eating, because I be talking too much in my intros. Hey man, I can't help it, okay? I'm a chatty dude, I just be talking. All right, Blazin' Buffalo and Ranch. You gotta do this at first, obviously gently. You gotta let the seasoning, you hear that noise? I can't hear. The seasoning is getting back to the top. I haven't had these since they came out like a while ago, so I don't remember what they taste like. But the Blazin' Buffalo and Ranch joints, Doritos are goated to me. I love Doritos so much. Let's go. This is gonna sound crazy. Like, they're still good. And I get a little bit of the buffalo. I get a little bit of the ranch. But I feel like these were hotter last time. There it is. No, I feel like they were hotter last time. They're still good. Bad Doritos don't exist. There's like okay Doritos and then there's like fire Doritos, but I never had a bad Dorito. Anyway, let's dig into these. Also, drink of choice today. Before I get into it one more time. We got raspberry lemonade, sugar-free. You know it's always sugar-free if you don't know. Every single time. Which one of y'all looks the prettiest? All right, let's take you. Slightly toasted, not too toasted. I did toast them off this time because people get mad when I don't toast these. But, see that? They're not crazy toasted though, because chopped cheese usually don't really come in toasted buns. Stop. This is way better than last time even. Spicy mayo, a little bit of ketchup. There's mad cheese in here. But this is actually, I forgot who suggested this to me because I did all the other ones. They were like, yo, try the salsa verde. You're a real one. I've been listening to y'all, man, I'm telling you. What the hell noise was that? What I be doing on here? I just said, I know it's very easy to dissect me and my weird eating habits and the way that I chew. And I feel y'all. But I do implore you, next time you're eating, put a camera in your face. You don't think about it, but you do. I'm gonna say something a little PG-13, but it's the same thing as with your significant other. Those faces you make while you're having quality time, you don't realize how stupid you look because you're enjoying yourself, right? That's like me eating. And everybody looks stupid, okay? You do. If you don't look stupid, you need to go back, try it again. If you don't look as happy as me while you're eating, I don't know. Like, I love y'all. I don't know what y'all eating. Maybe your food's bland. Yeah, okay. No. Wow, I'm making noise again. I was always the type. I could not, and still really can't. Especially if it's like a real sandwich, like, you know, I'm talking about like a Subway or like a deli. I need chips. I don't eat sandwiches without chips. Like, I don't. Yo, if you need, I told all y'all the other ones were dope. This is the third time I put it in the screen. And you know when I keep showing stuff repeatedly, it's fire. So, that is good. On a taco, it definitely bangs, but it bangs on chopped cheese, you know. Y'all started pointing out all the funny reactions I have to food. So now after I say it, I'm like, I did it again, didn't I? I do enjoy the social media stuff, but it has made me realize a lot of things about myself, like my mannerisms, that I guess I never even picked up. And y'all pick them up. The little things that I do. Obviously talking with my hands. I knew that one though. That's kind of like all my friends talk the same way. Okay. I know some of y'all get annoyed when I show let's do it. Get in this bite. Like, that's just. Some of y'all have memed me. Tell me, get you one that looks at the sandwich the way that I do. It's all love, man. I don't mind being memed. I don't mind playful banter. I know y'all like to mess with me in the comments too. I love it. You know, all playful banter. The bad thing is though, a lot of times on YouTube, because if it's Instagram or like even TikTok, when people get the banter with me, I kind of like banter back. You know, if I feel like you're coming at me from a friendly standpoint, I joke around with my friends the same way. So when people do it to me, I'll say something back. So then I might get to looking at your little avatar or your profile picture. But on here, most people just have like the letter, you know, because they didn't, you know, you make a YouTube profile just because like, so you can comment and you can look at stuff, but you don't really make it like you're like using it. So you don't have a picture, so I can't dish you. Some of y'all do. But I'm a little more careful on here. Because I can't tell yet sometimes when people are like being sincere or not. Yo, this is good as, can't say that word, but it is. Also, I do want to apologize for people who are coming and you did watch yesterday's video. There were a few comments about the popping sound. I've explained this a couple of times. Obviously, I know people aren't going to hang on every word I say in 30-minute videos. So let me say it again real quick. My microphone is mounted to my camera, like most, you know, cameras, the expensive ones are. It's pretty big, it's got a boom mic, but when I was reading the reviews, a lot of people complained about a popping noise. that happened, which were in a lot of my older videos when I first got the camera. It was really annoying. I was going to buy another one. But I read about the troubleshooting. And what happens is, if you have a router in your room, or in this case, I have 2 routers in my house. And obviously this is my office where there's a lot of different things I do in here, including like online gaming, I was using for streaming. So I have a router that's like 5 feet away from where I'm sitting. Is that 5 feet? Probably more like 8, but whatever. I have to turn it off before I start filming, which I'm usually really good at. But when I get out of my schedule, sometimes I forget. And because I did the Popeyes, I ate a lot earlier than I normally do. I ate at like 9:30. You know, normally I don't eat till after midnight. I forgot to unplug it or to turn it off. And I didn't realize it until I was editing the video, and I'm like, oh no. I can hear it too. And there's nothing worse. It's such a bad feeling, like, when you know something's there, and then people continuously, like, point it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll be taking like the loudest sips. So within the first 30 minutes of the video, there's like 5 comments that is like, yo, you notice a pop, you notice in the record, and people are replying like, yeah, I hear it too. Like, I don't know what it is. It's almost like, damn, I messed up. I just have to take it on the chin. And I said it to a couple of you. I commented back. I know there's probably more at this point. I'm gonna kind of take it on the chin. It's kind of the equivalent of, have you ever had like a stain? Like, say you had like, you were at work or maybe school, and you were at lunch or on the way there, like you spilled like some ketchup on your white t-shirt. Right, so it's got a red dot right there. Boom. You know it's there. You're like, oh man. And the whole rest of the day, people point out the freaking stain on it, and you be mad. I don't know if you get mad, but you be like, I know, bro. That's kind of how I felt. I'm like, I know, I heard it. Yeah, I know people are kind of, you know, like, I don't take it, like, I'm not like mad. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh. Or like, maybe you have like a pimple. That happened to me. I don't really get pimples anymore. But in high school, I used to get like, and when I did, it'd be like a unicorn dot. Or a horn. Right here. Bow. Big red pimple. Like, I know it's there, bro. Like, somebody be like, yo, you got a pimple on your forehead. I hated that. People love to do that. But at the same time, I get why you do it, because maybe they don't know. And you may be walking around all day, you know. I told this story before, but I went on a date once, and this girl, she had parsley stuck in her teeth. And I didn't say anything, because I didn't know how to approach it. So I was like, how does she not feel this? She didn't feel it. And then the weird part was her sister happened to be in the same building, you know, coincidentally. It was at college. They went to the same school. So her sister comes right to the table and she's like, yo, tell me your teeth. Like a big piece of parsley, like it's huge. I'm like, damn, I feel like stupid now. It was big though. It was like a whole leaf. Like, how do you not feel that? So, it's a double-edged coin. Double-edged sword. Double-sided coin. I don't know, whatever. Also, another update. I'm not sure if I'm doing an eating challenge this week either. Mainly because I have way too much work to do. On Saturday we have a lot of stuff we have to get done, paperwork wise, for filing stuff. So I'll be sitting there with a calculator crunching numbers, kind of doing our books. Saturday is usually the day that I take during the afternoon-ish to film, but I don't think I'm going to have the time, which is crazy, you know. But work comes first. We got a lot of stuff we got to get through, and things have been so busy during the week that we don't have time during the week to do it. So I do promise you we'll be back. Some people don't even care about the challenges. I do. So I know there's a lot of people that do. They are more of my most viewed videos. But the ones watching at this point are the people who kind of watch like all my stuff. And I know there's a large group of you that prefer the homemade stuff too. You know, I understand that those aren't the most popular videos on my channel. These aren't. They're actually the least, but I still enjoy it. It's chilling. And obviously I can't eat like fast food and stuff every day, but you know, to the masses, the fast food stuff and the, you know, like when I'm doing the pizza, and that'll always get more views because that'll bring in people that, you know, are more interested in like the food aspect, which I mean, it's a food, but mukbangs are about food, right? Not on my channel, I never shut up. But, you know, I don't take it personal. That is a vibe. You gotta be from my hometown to know. Buttered roll and Dorito sandwich. That was the vibe. All we ate. Get you a bag of Doritos, a roll that was round version of this roll. A little bit of butter on there. We used to get the 3D joints like this. Put it inside. Crack that thing together. It's a banger. I did it like 2 years ago. Kind of for like the you know, nostalgia. So I went to 7-Eleven because they sell butter roll. In New Jersey, you get a butter roll anywhere. Like, you get it at the gas station, they get butter rolls. It's crazy, but I bought a bag of Doritos, like, yo, I'm finna do this. It just hits different. Never had to try it. Yes, a Dorito sandwich. When you really got it going, what you also could do is put it on a plain bagel with cream cheese. Cream cheese and Doritos. Yes. One of my closest friends growing up used to have a bagel. His bagel cost $4. Bagels back then were like a buck, maybe like a buck $52, something like that. His used to cost like $4 or $5. The bougie people growing up, they wouldn't get cream cheese or butter. They would get like lox, which is like smoked salmon. Or he used to do another one I did too with cream cheese and jelly, which is actually good. It's banging. He used to eat a poppy seed bagel, specifically poppy seed. How do you poppy seed? With cream cheese, jelly, and ham. Every time. $4 bagel. And I was like, yo, why did you eat this nasty bagel? I wasn't a foodie back then. No, I was a chubby kid. He wasn't. He was the type of person actually that I used to be kind of jealous of this. Not jealous ain't the right word. I used to be like, man, I wish I had that. Jealous would mean like, you know, wasn't jealous. But I did kind of wish I had it. Really most of my friends were, to be honest. They ate whatever they wanted. They ate more than me. And they all have six packs. And I didn't have anything resembling a six pack in high school. I had me a nice little gut. But we used to like, if you had like a half day of school or like a weekend, whatever, we would go get like, order pizzas, like one a piece. Like, most places around here, you can get like 2 medium pizzas, maybe like $12 or something like that, you know, like the local pizzeria. And we would just sit there and eat like a pizza. And I wouldn't even finish mine. He would eat half of mine too. Yeah, or if the tables turned, but never gained a pound. Six pack, all of them. You could make me mad, man. I was the only one with a stomach. You know how hard it was to go to this beach? To the beach? Actually, I didn't really care. I think in high school I was a little self-conscious about it. When I got to college, well, I started to, because once I got like older, like I started to kind of like mature a little bit. You know, my voice got deeper. I graduated high school at 17 years old. So I was still like a baby face, you know what I'm saying? Most of my friends were 18, 19. I had just turned 17, like the March of my senior year. So I was like for real a baby. So I was still like, I didn't start growing facial hair until I was like 19, 20 years old. Like I had maybe a mustache and like a little goatee, but nothing else. I don't know, in college, like I didn't care about self-consciousness no more. I just kind of let it be. I always got attention from girls anyway, you know? It didn't really like faze me. But I always thought I would get more if I had a six-pack, because they all had six-packs. So I wanted a six-pack, but I ain't got no six-pack. I had a keg. Man, but yeah, I didn't see that. Trust me when I tell you, fellas, most women don't really care if you have a six-pack or not. In fact, a lot of them prefer that you don't. I've said this a bunch of times and it is a fact. They call them dad bods for a reason. If they have a dad bod, they're a dad. There's things that are prerequisites to being a dad. You know what you got to do to be a dad? Clearly somebody like the dad bod. You feel me? So, if you're a person who's like, oh, I need to lose 20 more pounds or shit, and, you know, maybe you'll get more attention. Nope. And also, you won't like the attention that you get. Believe me. If you are dating somebody who's dating you because you have abs, you do not have a good relationship. Trust me. Most people in relationships, when they're really like in marital bliss or like love or whatever, start gaining weight. That you do because you be eating out all the time. Y'all don't care. Like you love each other, so you almost feel as if, you know, the time you spend with each other, unless you're like a fit couple, like y'all go to the gym all the time. But a lot of couples, myself included, in past relationships, like I gained weight almost every time because that's what we did. We just ate. Like, and you know, I felt like a lot of times women I dated were in past relationships where the guy would say like rude stuff, like, you know, you're gonna eat that or you're getting fat. So, which I think is just beta male type of stuff. You know, as you say, small energy. I agree with that. So they get with me, and I take you out to eat, and I'm like, that's all you eat? I know you want some food. You know what I'm saying? Like, we finna eat. So, you know, dessert comes, like, we get in the, because you're like, oh shit. I remember being out and you know, girl I dated was like, oh, should I get the cookies or should I get like the key lime pie cheesecake or something like that? And I look her dead in her eye and be like, they both. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always been that way. I don't know why I'm getting into relationships because I kind of suck at them, but I'll give you this much, fellas. Ladies too, probably the same way. I mean, I am a guy, I would know, I guess. As far as like how a lot of men like to be treated. Make your significant other, make them feel comfortable. And I'm not saying comfortable like they, you know, are comfortable in the relationship as far as like, you know, whatever. I mean comfortable within themselves, like to be themselves, that you're not judging them, that you're not, if they gain a couple of pounds or like, you know, they don't feel like that. Trust me when I tell you this. If your significant other feels comfortable in their own skin, comfortable in a relationship, it will make your relationship and how she treats you, or he treats you, so much better. You'd be surprised how many people are unhappy in relationships because they're not, or just they don't feel appreciated. Like, that's a big one, you know. I can tell you from my own personal experience that I think one of the biggest reasons why my relationships in the past didn't really work is because I honestly didn't feel like I was appreciated. Like, I don't want to feel like, you know, if I'm either paying the bills or, like, I'm not asking you to kiss the ground I walk on, but I shouldn't, like, feel like I'm just, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I kind of felt like that in some of my old relationships where I just felt like they just took that kind of stuff for granted, you know? And maybe I didn't reciprocate, or maybe it caused me, or it should cause me, because that's a cop-out. Like, I'm not going to get cop-out, but in my head at the time, it made me feel as if, like, why should I put in any effort if I'm not getting any in return? Which is just a stupid, toxic way to be in a relationship. You know? You shouldn't be doing stuff because of what you're going to get in return either. I think that's toxic. And I'll be the first to say that a lot of my relationships, not all, but a majority of them were, like, kind of toxic. In that sense, it wasn't like, you know, that crazy toxic kind of stuff, but it was like, I just feel like it was just like, why were we there? You know, like, we were kind of wasting our time. But I think it's good because you kind of learn and you move. Like, you, I'm not saying you move, but like you kind of understand, like, what you're looking for more, and kind of the signs of things that, like, okay, like, I'm not cool with this, you know. Now that I'm older, like, if I ever get involved with somebody, like, my eject button is much quicker than it used to be. Whereas back then I would ignore red flags because I liked somebody. So I'd be like, oh nah, you know, you start, a lot of people in relationships will, like, deny obvious stuff. You know, I've had friends where, like, everybody knew that their significant other was, like, cheating on them. They knew it too, but they were like, oh nah, like, everybody knew until finally, like, it had to, because you physically caught them doing it, that you had to be like, okay, I had to break up with them. You know. Again, I'm not a relationship guru, but I've had a few of them. I've been around a lot of them. And just, if you are in the honeymoon phase of a relationship, don't ignore the red flags. They're there for a reason. And people in relationships will only do what you allow them to do. And I'm not saying that as if you're their boss. What I'm saying that is if there's something that you sincerely do not like that someone's doing in a relationship, whether it be, like, you're a woman and your significant other is out all night with their friends, you know, and they don't check in, they don't call, like, you know, they like, if you really don't like that, if it's something that you're not cool with, like, you're for real not cool with, and especially in the beginning of a relationship, like, leave. They're not going to change it. So, fighting with them to not go, it's just, like, they're only going to resent you for making them stop what they want to do. Like, that's what they want to do. So, in my head, if that is the thing they want to do, I'm not going to stop them. I'm just going to remove myself from the equation. When I was younger, I might have been, and this wasn't my own personal thing, but I might have been like, oh, nah, you're not going to do that. Oh, you're not going to, nah, I'm not going to do all that stuff. You know them, like, really, really toxic relationships where people, like, be checking people's phones and, like, stuff like that. I'm going to tell y'all this once. If you are in a relationship where you feel like you have to go through your significant other's stuff, leave. First of all, what are you doing? I'm blaming you for this, not them. We know they're stuck. We know they're stupid. That's fine. But you're stupid for putting up with it. If you truly feel in your heart of hearts that something is going on, because people check phones because you're looking for the smoking gun. You are trying to catch them to validate your suspicion. That's why you're doing it. You think something's going on, but you can't prove it. And what you're looking for is that aha moment where you're like, I got you. Does that make you feel better? If I feel like I can't trust the person I'm with, that I have to go through their stuff because I think they're lying to me, I'm out. That's what I'm staying for. For what? So I can... Now that you could... You know what the funny part is? A lot of people will find what they're looking for. Because if you go looking for something, you're probably going to find it. Because sometimes it'd be like the smallest stuff, but you can be like, oh, nah, you said this girl's hair looked nice. It's crazy stuff, you know. A lot of people will find what they're looking for. You know, oh, I caught my girl cheating. Because I looked through her phone and she was talking to this dude. And then you still be together. So what the hell does that prove? But, like for me, if I'm on that level where I genuinely am just like, yo, I don't trust this person, I might be wrong. It might all be in my head. But I'm still leaving. I'm out. I could be wrong. Sometimes people are wrong. I had a girl kick my door in once. I swear to you. Bow! Kick the door in. I still laugh about this. She swore something was going on. She looked through everything. She even checked under my counter. Like my kitchen, like the, you know, people keep like the, you know, the trash bags and stuff. She checked under it, and on my head up. Now like she really got mad after this because I started laughing. I'm like, who the heck do you think I'm with that's fitting under the counter? She looked though. But she had it in her head. Now that's what's going down. So she had to look. She had to know. You know? I think you do more of that when you're younger. If you're dating somebody, I just don't think it's like healthy. Like just leave. If you have to, like, can you show me your phone? I want to go through your messages. First of all, any person who's a grimy person, they're deleting the messages. Like, and you have an iPhone. I don't know how Androids work, but iPhones, people are even grimier because they'll delete parts of a conversation. You know, if you're smart enough, you can tell. But they'll delete out, like, the juicy parts. And there's like a huge gap in a conversation. You're like, really, bro? You know what I mean? But at that point, like, don't stop a person. Because if you really think they're trying to cheat on you, like, you can't stop them from doing it. They're going to do it anyway. You cannot stop a cheater from cheating. They will find a way to do it. How many people, when they were in high school, when your parents tried to stop you from going out or seeing somebody, you just snuck out of the house anyway? You're not going to stop anybody from doing something they want to do. So my advice to you is don't stop them. Remove yourself from the equation. Because if you're in a real relationship, a healthy relationship, you're not going to have those feelings. And I understand a lot of times that people are jaded by what they did in the past. Maybe you were with somebody who you trusted completely and they cheated on you. Because that happens, you know? And that usually hurts more because you didn't see it coming. If you still are jaded that much, you shouldn't be in a relationship. If you're going to take out your ex's stuff on the next one, you shouldn't be in a relationship yet. You're not ready. Like, take that time to work on yourself and heal. Like, don't just jump into another relationship. Because no person, male, female, anybody, wants to be compared to their... Now, women really hate that. So, fellas, if you are like, oh... my ex did, but if you bring up your ex all the time, like, trust me, in her head, like, she's punched you in the face like 7 times. Don't call, she don't exist. Your ex is persona non grata. You know what that means? It's just nice that they don't exist. That you don't even know who it is. You phased them out. Don't bring them up. They don't count. Gone. I'm just telling y'all. Don't bring anyway, good or bad. Don't be like, oh, you know, my ex used to, wait. In their head, they're like, wait, you know, your ex. That's real. It's real in these streets. Ooh. What time is it? Oh my god. No. I'm about to cut this off. It's 4:22 a.m. I have work in like 4 hours. Now I still have to edit this video. Now, I've been running my mouth so much that I didn't even realize what time it was. I'm gonna have to eat these while I edit. It is what it is. Chopped cheeses were bomb though. They were good. These Doritos are bomb. I did notice the heat as I ate them more, a little bit more, so that's good. But anyway, we'll be back. Thank you guys for stopping by the video. I have to cut this off because if I don't, I will be up until 7 a.m., which is not good. We will be back tomorrow. More content. I love you. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.